monstrosity, the Lego MX Garand. It was made about close to 10 months ago. So we have not done a chapter two, and so I knew that it was a matter of time until I had to do a chapter two of the MX Garand, so everyone could get a close look at the Garand. So let's go over the attachments that I made. Good suppressor, sniper scope, lens caps can come off. Now when you aim to the scope, you can actually see through the scope. Pretty cool stuff, huh? The emitted light optic sight, short the ELO. The familiar Black Ops 3 reflight sight, and the reflight sight, it's got a little circle shaped cutout piece of red electrical tape to resemble the red dot. The biometric object analyzer 3 optic. I'll give you a close look at that. Boy, isn't she beautiful? Looks just like she does in the game. Now there's the recon scope, and you can see it. You can actually see through the whole thing. It's got a more clear picture. Then there is my favorite attachment for the MX Garand, the bayonet. That's right. You're seeing an actual sheath for the bayonet, and I just made it about a few months ago. And believe me, and it works too. It's very strong and sturdy. See, I shake it. It's not the first time. It's not the first time I've had it do that. Most times it will stick in there. So I'll just try to. Believe me, when you're working with Legos, believe me, sometimes that usually will happen. So let's just pop him back on here, the blade and all that. Usually the bayonet will stay real good in there. It won't try to go anywhere. So, but maybe if I try it again. But usually if you just shake it real softly, left and right, it won't go anywhere. If you do it real softly, up and down too, it won't go anywhere. So here's the bayonet. And then we even have 9 rounds of ammo with us today. So let's take a good look at my ammo pouch. You can see I got 8. I got a total of 8 M-block clips in here. There's 5 here already loaded into the pouch. You can see there's 5. There's 5 in there, including these 3. Not to mention there's even 1 loaded into the rifle already, so it's loaded. Put it on safety. Let's take a good look at the good old trusty Garand clip, the 8-round M-block clip. Now, in case y'all are thinking that's not the original 8-round clip. Well, believe it or not, when I made this thing, it was very hard to do that, to make that narrow 8-round clip with the bullet stacked on top of one another. It was just literally impossible, because once you watch the late video, as you watch the video and you go through it, you'll understand why I had to do just these old platforms to do the M1 Garand similar 8-round M-block clips. It's because the big, huge clip ejection system that I put into this thing, and it takes up a lot of room in there. So I had to go with the old faithful 8-round M-block clip. So what can I say? Let's just go ahead and shoot this thing. I'm done yapping about it. Let's shoot the MX Garand. Oh, did I mispronounce it? It's actually, that is how the John Garand pronounced his name. And the MX Garand is based off the MX Garand is pretty much based off Now, gun's loaded. Let's see what she does with no attachment. I got some targets set over here. Let me just demonstrate. So what happened? The clip ejected from the gun. Now, this is one of the reasons why I told you I had to do the old-fashioned 8-round M-block clips, like the old-fashioned M1 Garand clips, is because look how big that clip ejection mechanism is. It takes up a lot of room in there, doesn't it? So, this is how you load the MH Garand. Put your finger up against the bolt. Alright, now let's try the bayonet. And the bayonet just slips on there. It's pretty simple. Alright, let's see how she does with the bayonet on. Take a good look at the Garand clip ejection. Alright, another 8-round clip to load up. Alright, so let's take the bayonet off. And we're going to put on, I guess you could say, let's go with the recon scope. Take the rear peep sight off. Alright, here we go. There's our targets. Wow. That's awesome. Boy, I love that clip ejection mechanism. Works every time. Alright, so let's load another fresh clip in there. Alright. Alright, so let me just hook these up there. Make it faster reloading here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. If I'm taking too long, I apologize. Alright. Okay, now we got another fresh clip loaded in. Let's take the recon scope off, nice and gently. Now let's go with the biometric object analyzer 3 optic. Alright. Now y'all probably who watch this probably already know that the biometric object analyzer 3 optic works by highlighting enemies in red and allies in blue. So, alright. We got one clip that did not want to eject for some reason. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that later. But at least I was able to get it out. Alright, so let's take the this little guy off. Like so. Alright, now the reflex sight. It's a good old trusty reflex sight, right? Alright. Wow, it just keeps getting better. Alright. Well, let's take the reflex sight off. Now the ELO sight, the emitted light optic sight. Alright, let's another clip down. Alright, now let's try the sniper scope, see how that works. Alright, sniper rifle. Alright, now we got 2 more clips to go. Now let's try it with the suppressor on. We're going to suppress sniper mode now. Okay, here she goes. See if my suppression's on there pretty well. Alright. Now we're suppressed sniper mode. Gotta love that ping sound, right? Alright, now it's just spray and pray. Wow. Gotta love the M8's Garand. Okay, so that's pretty much done. We're pretty much done with the whole shooting part. Let's pop the rear sight back on. Now the rear sight is pretty simple. It's pretty much just a tire on a connector piece on a cinder stub tile, and it's easy to put on. But gotta say, she's just amazing. There's no question about it. She's just a good rifle. And now let's go over the details real quick. The details are pretty there. Moving trigger, safety, adjustable knob, elevation or adjustment and elevation. Our elevation's right here and the adjustment's right here. And it's got that's pretty much that, including the clip ejection. So there you go. The Lego M8 Garand. This is Taylor Melanie here. And please subscribe if you can. And thanks for watching.